I'm the Regional Sales Manager for Ontario East. Today's topic is our all-new IP audio window intercom kit. So I guess we have a good amount of attendees today, and I would like to thank you all for taking time out to joining me today. So let's begin with the presentation. So this is our all-new product, especially during these difficult times of COVID. We got a lot of requests from our end customers, because everywhere you go, be it Tim Hortons or RBC Bank or Walmart, anywhere you go, we have these plexi-glass installed now, to maintain social distancing. On top of that, people on both ends are wearing masks, right? So it at times gets very difficult to communicate to the person at the other end, and the other end, person at the other end cannot hear you. So we came up with this new product. So it's the IP audio window intercom. As you can see in the presentation, we are continuously assessing the market to develop new products, that will benefit our end users as well as our customers with regards to improved quality of audio, sound, mass notification system, etc. Like I mentioned before, because of social distancing and COVID-19, our business development team, our product development team all got together to come up with this new interesting product, which is the IP window intercom kit. All right. So the model number of the particular product that I'm talking about is the N-XC65W IP. It's a very good-looking product. Like I mentioned before, it finds its application in retail and other places such as reception and stuff like that. So for that, you need something which is not only does the job in terms of audio intelligibility, but also it has to be aesthetically pleasing. So what you can see here in the presentation, we have the nice base unit, which you can see here as well. So this is a sleek base unit. It has a glass soft touch panel. It's got a speaker here with an LED indication here that the unit is powered on. And here there's an LED ring which turns on when you press the power button or push to talk button. This particular one here is the outdoor unit, which sticks on the plexiglass. It's got a nice, good quality 3M tape, which you can use to stick it on the plexiglass. It's got a single DSP, multi-channel acoustic technology built in, which effectively tunes out interference, resulting in high voice intelligibility. Very crisp, very intelligible, and right around the 2K hertz frequency response. That's why the speech is very, very pertinent. That's what it captures really, really well. And also the terminal is capable of identifying sound sources at the time while suppressing environment noise and automatically adjusting the sound volume. Speaking about sound volumes, we have 3 levels here, as you can see. So these 3 levels are for 3 standard types of environment. Right now I'm in my house, so the ambient noise is very, very low. So I've set it to the lowest setting possible. Let's say it's a busy Tim Hortons or any coffee shop, you could set it to medium, that is medium level. Let's say, it's a car dealership, for example, or, auto spa or something like that, where, there's too many people coming, going, some background music, some talks happening. So you could set it to the highest level possible so you get maximum output from both the indoor unit and the outdoor unit as well. So like I mentioned here, the key features are it comes with, everything comes into this box that you can see here. So the speaker, the entire unit, the kit, the gooseneck, the foam, everything comes into the box. The benefit of this particular product, I'm going to just walk you guys through real quick at the terminal that you have here. First off is the proprietary connection terminal between the indoor unit and the outdoor unit. Coming next up is the jack for the AC adapter for it to power both the units. The next is the one that you see here is the analog audio output. that you could connect to a DVR. Let's say if it's a bank where there is a lot of cash transaction or something like that, where you want to record the communication. So, for example, you go to the counter, you're having a conversation. You can hook this up to the camera that is facing that particular counter, so you could also record the communication. So that's one added benefit that comes with this product. You could take the output to record. Next up is the conventional RG45, the Cat5 jack. So you could hook this up to a DVR or something like that, or you could connect this to a computer via a switch. So, like I mentioned, it's an IP intercom, right? So you could get into the IP settings and tweak the different functions and features that it offers. So we have all these connection terminals. Now, as you can see, the cable length is limited. I haven't completely opened it, but it's fairly long. But of lately we have started getting requests for customers asking if this unit, if the indoor unit is somewhere far away from the outdoor unit. So we now also carry an extension cable. I'll be talking about it in a minute. So like you can see here, this shows us a relatively closer image of the panel. So it's got remote authorization, it's got personal customization. So let's say it's a bank or a Timmy's or something like that, or a coffee shop or Walmart, whatever. You could also use this to greet your customers. It's got built-in, recorded message, which is a personalized message. At the same time, once the person is done with the transaction or the communication, you could end the call. It says a goodbye message, thanking them and wanting them to. So that's the feature we have here. So yes, you can press this button right here. Short press will tell you to welcome. Long press will tell you to say goodbye. So it is what it is. Coming up next is the indoor unit. It has, the system consists of a duplex Class D amplifier. It's got touchkey, like I mentioned before. It's got a very good design and very robust. The outdoor unit that you see here, this is a metal mesh, high, very good quality. A black finish goes with almost all of the decor that one may have, and and it's a very good looking compact design. The next one I mentioned before is we have the 3 switch modes, which is the quiet, standard, and noisy. You could use them. If you can see, there's a zoomed picture here, which talks about the same. You could use that. Yeah, you could see here, which says 1, 2, and 3. That is one button switch for noisy, standard, and quiet mode. These are some of the additional key features and benefits that I've already spoken about. It's got one button adjustment, full touch button design. It's got innovative single wire designing. So it's just one cable that goes from the indoor unit to the outdoor unit. It's got a dynamic pick-up pattern. Also, it's got 32K HD sound quality, along with IP remote authorization. So you could get into the system and you could fine tune it if need be. Now, this is just a basic connection diagram to show in the real-time environment. For example, how it would be used in a real-time environment. So you just keep the internal window intercom at the reception or somewhere, and then this one goes beneath the plexi-glass, and it's a pretty slim, thin cable. Nothing too thick or something which would be a hindrance to just slide it from the plexiglass. Also, very good finish. Again, I would just like to remind you, because wherever we have promoted this product, we have got really, really good feedback from our customers saying, it's got a modern and fresh look and design, and it's got the full touch, soft touch application, which is, everyone prefers these days. At the same time, because of COVID, I mentioned is cleaning, constantly cleaning everything is kind of a fad, kind of a trend. So you could use non-acidic or some general cleaning cloth like Lysol or something like that, where you could just wipe off the surface without damaging the equipment. So that is, again, a very good thing to have since it's a clean finish. You could really maintain it easily. These are some of, pictorial representation as to how it would look once it is installed. The only thing not shown here is the cable from the indoor to the outdoor. There is a cable, it's not wireless. Just wanted to correct that. Clearly intelligible two-way communication. And, everybody can have their masks on, and they don't have to be worried about maintaining social distancing. So you stay far. It has a really good speaker pattern, so we don't have to worry. You will be heard at the other end of the system. And it's pretty cost effective, so it's an affordable addition to a system that you may need in today's times. Like I mentioned before, very, very good design. These are a few pictorial representation as to how it would fit in, airport terminals, bus terminals, even regular offices for that matter. Takeouts for restaurants. Different applications. It will be very, very useful. Okay, jumping up, my favorite part of the webinar would be a live demo. So at TOA, we are trying to constantly, find new ways and methods to connect to our users and customers and dealers. So today we'll be demonstrating the product. I hope everything goes well. And after the presentation, if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me. So I'm just going to start with the demo right now. So I already have connected here to the adapter to the AC mains. This one's the indoor unit. I'm pretty sure you can see that very, very clearly. This one again is the pivot with the 3M tape, which can stick on the plexi-glass. I'm just going to keep this here. So I turn it on using the soft touch and turns a blue ring.
Hello, welcome.
So the welcome message.
Hello, welcome.
Can you guys hear that? I guess. Barry, can you hear the welcome tone?
Hello, welcome.
Awesome. So that's the welcome tone, and then I could have two-way talk. Test, 1, 2, 2, 2, test. I would like to thank everybody once again for joining in for today's webinar. I really, really appreciate it. Now we go to the other end where this thing goes here. Test, 1, 2, 3, test. 1, 2, 2, 2. So I am on the other end of the plexiglass, and I hope you guys can hear me clearly even now. So this is the outdoor unit, and I'm further apart from the system. And let's say once I'm done having the two-way conversation and you want to say goodbye to me, just long press the call button.
Thank you. Welcome next time.
So the system is thanking me and welcoming for the next time. At the same time, I don't have it connected to a DVR because I don't have one. But let's say, beginning of the call, you see this record button here. So you can press the call switch and this thing turns blue, as you can see. And you can press the record button and it will start sending the audio out to the recording device. At the same time, if you can see here, I'm just trying to bring this to focus. There's this LED ring. I'm not sure the light is pretty bright, but there's a red LED ring here, which you can see. So it kind of notifies that the device is online, which is a very nice thing to have. So yes, this is the pretty straightforward demo for the NXC65W or IP window intercom. Pretty slick, pretty easy to set up. Hardly takes a couple of minutes to just open it out of the box and just set it up. Would like to talk about the additional accessories that come in the box that I showed you guys here. It comes with a cable management clip with 3M tape, so depending on the length, you can adjust that. It comes with cable zip ties, so you can tidy up your installation, making sure that there are no complaints in that domain and your customer is really, really happy. And I mentioned before, for any reason, if your IP window intercom indoor station and the outdoor stations are apart by let's say a distance of 10 feet, 15 feet, 18 feet for whatever reason. Because I had a customer who has an auto body shop. So he installed this, at the plexiglass counter. He does not have a dedicated receptionist. So he's always working at the back, right? And he keeps the station on for some reason. And whenever a person comes in and they, olden days used to be ring for service, but now they just kind of start talking, hey, anybody there? And he could hear them from the back, and he can talk to the guy at the front reception desk. And the distance is almost 15 to 18 feet. So the reason for that is we now have a 25 feet cable, which is a separate item that is sold apart from the kit. So the standard one is what comes in the box. And other than that, if you need a longer cable, we have a cable extension up to 25 feet, not more than that. You guys have any questions? I hope I was precise, brief, and to the point. And I can see some messages here. From Brian, the question. So how weatherproof is the outdoor speaker in Canada? So like I mentioned before, the application is mainly for indoors. For example, when you go to a Honda showroom, it won't be outside. For that, we currently have our NSPAT video intercom system, which ties into the master station. This is for now. We have it only once you enter the store or enter the retail space. That's when you can have this on the plexiglass. For example, if it's Cineplex or something like that, where you go to buy tickets, and if it's outside and you just buy tickets and if there is a shade and something like that, I don't think so. This this should work pretty well. It shouldn't cause any problem. But again, if you're completely installing it as an outdoor, it's not rated for outdoors. But for a ticket counter at Cineplex, I don't think so. It should be a problem at all. Number one, and number two, we have been getting the feedback on this one whether we should dive in to get a weatherproof version of this, but that would depend. If we get more requests from end users and customers, TOA's product development team is more than willing to take a look into that. So I hope I answered your question, Brian. Wonderful. Okay. Any other questions? We have a couple of more minutes to do Q&A. So Chris, David, Matt. Okay. Yes, so the 3M tape at the back, there's just one that comes with this, but it's a standard 3M tape, which you can get at, online, maybe on Amazon. And I'm pretty sure we'll have to look into the fact that, you could get the exact same shape. It's easy to just stick it and cut it out, but that would take some work. But yes, for now, there's just this one that is already stuck onto the back that comes in the box. We don't separately provide or an extra in the box. If you need it, you need to buy it off the shelf and just measure it and just cut it out. It should be pretty straightforward. I hope, Matt, that answers your question. All right, Greg, you have any question? Mr. Walia, any questions? Ken, any questions? Lawrence, Lewis, feel free to ask me any questions if you have any. We'll wait for a couple of more minutes. Yeah, so again, you have to stick this one. There's no, because plexiglass, right? So you could just stick it on there, and it's not very heavy. It's not super heavy, though it's a metal mesh. It's sturdy and robust, but you could easily get a 3M tape online on Amazon, or you could get it at Walmart or Rona stores or anywhere. So these 3M tapes are usually available everywhere. All you got to do is just size it up and cut it, and it should be pretty straightforward. What I would recommend from the installation perspective is We have faced this question in the past. So what we would recommend, like when we are handing over the system to an end customer, the indoor unit is of no problem, right? So you just ask one person to hold this and have a two-way call, and once they're okay, that okay, this is a good position, you just mark it and then stick it. So question from Stuart. So the outdoor unit is powered from the indoor unit, because this connection terminal that you see here, there's this connection that is going to the bunch of cables here. So everything is connected here, right? So here's the adapter connects to the internal intercom, and there is a connection port for the small pyramid, as you can see here. I hope it's clear. So this is powered from the unit. The outdoor unit is powered from the indoor unit. So there are no two separate power supplies. It's just one AC adapter that, again, comes in the box. So everything is in the box. You don't need to go anywhere and buy anything for your first install. It's pretty straightforward. I hope that I answered your question, Stuart. Make sense? Sarah, Sean, Lewis, if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'll just fire up this unit one more time.
Thank you. Welcome next time.
This is the bye-bye message, and now I'm going to play the welcome message, the short press of the call button.
Hello, welcome.
So this is the welcome message. As you can see, you could hear me pretty clearly. And I have this set at the lowest position because, you know, the area that I'm sitting is very small. I don't want any feedback, as there's no plexi-glass in between both the units. So I don't want any feedback, but yes, you can change the settings. Question from Stuart again, from Matt again first. Can you go into the settings and change the recorded announcement? Yes, the customized message can be tweaked. We are getting into a little more insights, waiting for a manual or something like that from our product development team. Once we have that, I don't think so it should be an issue to upload a welcome message, depending on what you want to record. Okay, Stuart, talked about sticking it to the glass. How about a wall or door? So yeah, you could stick it any surface which will hold the 3M tape, essentially, which I'm pretty sure most surfaces do. And you know, if it's a doctor's clinic or a dentist clinic or something like that, for some weird reason, if you want to stick it on the door before you enter the room, and you know, you can have two-way communication, that's absolutely fine. You could easily stick it on any surface or wall or door. I'm not sure whether it'll stick on a wall if it's a regular, like if the glue holds, it shouldn't be a problem. Can you go into settings and change the record announcement? I believe I already answered that. Can you record your own message? Again, the similar question. So I will be digging into that, and we should please make sure you keep visiting our website. And once you search the NXC65W, we have the brochure and the manual on our website. And once we have that, instruction as to how to record a message, it will be uploaded there. But for now, these are the two messages that are already pre-recorded.